Today is the 100th anniversary of the 19th Amendment. Exactly 100 years ago today, on August 18th, 1920, the 19th Amendment was ratified, giving all citizens the right to vote. Up until 1870, the right to vote was limited to only white men, and up until 1920, it was limited to only men of any color. But the 19th Amendment barred discrimination based on sex, giving all citizens, including women, the right to vote. Voting is something that many of us take for granted. It is a right, it is a responsibility, and more than ever nowadays, it is a privilege. I want you to think about the number of people who fought for and died for your right to vote. Just think about all those who suffered for suffrage, from the First Women's Convention in 1840, to the barrier of the Dred Scott decision in 1857, to the Civil War, to the 15th Amendment, to the first women elected to Congress in 1916, and finally, the 19th Amendment in 1920. The suffragists and the suffragettes clearly knew how important the right to vote was. So I want to take a little bit of your time to remind you how much your vote matters. And I know that people may suggest otherwise, but every vote does count. Your vote matters in the general election, even if the vote is decided by the Electoral College in the end, because if everyone thought that their vote didn't matter, nothing would change. Your vote matters in midterm elections because you directly elect the senators and representatives who will be the voice of your district and state in national decision-making. Your vote matters in local elections, where governors, mayors, city council members, school board members, and a multitude of other positions are determined by popular vote, directly by you. When you vote for the leadership that determines how the nation you live in is run. You vote for the people who will represent you and what you want to see happen in your city, state, country. You vote for the people who make laws, execute laws, and interpret laws. You vote for the people who have the power to tax you, protect you, fight for you, regulate you, punish you, and rule you. You vote not only for the president, but for the cabinet as well. People who are in charge of everything from agriculture to commerce, defense, education, energy, health, homeland security, housing and urban development, labor, treasury, transportation, and veteran affairs. You vote for the Supreme Court. You vote for the upholding of the Constitution and the rule of law. You vote in order to keep your leaders accountable. You vote for the future of the environment. You vote for women's rights and the right to choose what happens to your body. You vote for civil rights and how much action is taken to address the problem of systemic racism. You vote for your safety from gun violence or a country that values bullets over children. You vote for the right to love and be whoever you want. You vote for taxes, employment and unemployment, workers' rights, and labor unions. You vote for foreign policy, the military, wars, and veterans. You vote for access to health care. You vote for essential workers. You vote for what your and your family's education will look like and cost. You vote for the budget and economy of the country to determine where your tax dollars go. You vote for scientific development and progress or hindrance. You vote for how the system of incarceration and punishment is run. You vote for housing rights and affordable housing and availability of housing for you, your children, and generations to come. You vote for services like the Postal Service. You vote for agencies like the Environmental Protection Agency. You vote for programs such as Social Security and Medicare. You vote for those who fought to make the country what it is. You vote for an accurate counting and representation in the census. You vote to determine who will be given the opportunity to vote and who will be given the opportunity to be in power in the future. You vote for immigrants, children in cages, minorities, and marginalized communities. You vote for yourself, your family, your children, your grandchildren, your friends, your neighbors, everyone who matters to you. You vote for those who don't have the right to vote or whose right to vote was taken from them. You vote for the right to vote. So please, 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 please exercise your civic duty and your privilege and remember to vote. Register if you haven't already, if you are eligible, and remind your friends and family to vote as well. Because regardless of your race, ethnicity, gender, sexual orientation, caste, creed, status, education level, income, religion, nationality, or political affiliation, your vote matters.